Hey everyone, I'm Dalek44 and this is the commentary for my very late New Year's special, Upgrade for a New Year. Yeah, this was originally meant to be released on New Year's Day of, where was it again? Oh yeah, New Year's Day of 2021. But due to various things like me still trying to get used to using my new Mac and the new movie making project I have on this, it got delayed. And there was also the fact that I was in lazy mode a lot of the time. So all those factors meant that this New Year special for Dalek44 reviews was held back. But it finally got uploaded in February and yeah. And this was also a tribute to an old friend of mine, Tony Davey, who was a childhood friend of my old man's and we used to play squash with every Monday night before the cough happened. And I wanted to do this special for a while, like me addressing the cough and how we're soon to get the new vaccinations that were going to protect us from the virus. And then ended up deciding to make it a Doctor Who-esque video with the return of Cyber Dalek. And the return of Cyber Dalek was actually something I had planned for a while now. Ever since my villain files on the Cybermen, I'd actually planned ages to bring him back in one way or another. And so as you've seen from the preview on this episode, I just put in a couple of bits in some of the reviews for that year to hint his return. Since I still have that bit of cyber technology, I just forgot how funny I was doing the fake electrocution bit. I forgot how funny I am at making facial expressions. So anyway, I just gave the chance to layer in his return slightly, since I kept the old cyber technology that I had on my face from my last Doctor Who experience visit before it closed forever. And I still have it too, I just can't put it back on my face, so for Cyber Dalek's return, it was a no-brainer that I'd use one of my Cyberman helmets. And I actually have two Cyberman helmets from the Russell T Davies era. I've got a generic Cyberman and the Cyberlord / Cyber Leader from the next Doctor, which is very similar to the Cyber Controller helmet, except it's got the black painting on its helmet and no lights on the eyes. And it was a no-brainer that I was going to use the Cyber Lord one, because that was my favourite one. And it's a little bit of interesting trivia for you on Cyber Dalek. The helmet is a voice changer helmet, but I can't use the voice changer bit unless I'm holding the button down, which is a pretty big design flaw. So I just recorded myself talking through the helmet without the voice changer for those scenes, and then I played them over again in mute and re-recorded the lines while I was wearing the cyber helmet behind the camera and held the button down to change my voice to modulate it. Yeah, it was a bit of a kerfuffle to do, but it was actually really fun to do, nevertheless. And in a bit we'll hear Cyber Dalek saying that he created the coronavirus. That was actually something that I had planned for this video since the cough hit us. And I'll be honest with you guys, when I was writing that part for the special, I was a little bit shy about, well, not shy, I should say nervous. I was a little nervous about doing it because I was wondering if it was too soon and if it would really be in bad taste. But I actually think it came out pretty well. Just taking the idea of making the coronavirus something that was created by aliens, just basically making it a Doctor Who episode. Yeah, this finale for the review series that year just went from being a generic review to becoming a Doctor Who-esque episode with me playing the role of the Doctor. And I should probably talk about the fez that I'm wearing in this episode as well. It was actually a gift brought to me back home by my parents. They visited a country and they brought back a fez for me and my brother. And every now and then I'll wear it just for the hell of it and for videos. Because fezzes are cool, right? And I had to include Miss Tiny in this video because she's practically a supporting character in Dalek44 reviews at this point. Since she's living with the YouTube version of myself, it makes sense for her to become a recurring character. So every now and then I'd put her in some of the episodes, like obviously she was in the Mr. Men review, and then she was in sorry, my brain's gone to get a bit of a minute. Yeah, she was in the video where I talked about a possible streaming service for Cartoon Network, which may probably not happen. Then she got another big appearance in this video, and then she would later get a big appearance in my editorial about Luna Loud and Sam Sharp from the Loud House that I did for Valentine's Day. And the exchange between Miss Tiny and Cyber Dalek, Have You No Pity, Correct, as many Doctor Who fans will probably get, is from the Christmas special The Next Doctor, where the Cybermen hook up Miss Hartigan to the throne of the Cyber King. Yeah, since I made this a Doctor Who-esque episode, I thought it would be a no-brainer to do a few Doctor Who quotes, and especially with making Cyber Dalek emotional like a Shard the Lone Cyberman from the Chris Chibnall era. Since he was an emotional Cyberman and used his emotions to his advantage, I thought it would be a no-brainer to have Cyber Dalek have some emotions as well. Mostly a rageful Cyberman. And the mobile phone bit, since Cyber Dalek was hiding out in the phone in this series, I thought it'd be a no-brainer to have the phone be the thing that defeats him. And we have You Spin Me Right Round Like a Record by Dead or Alive playing in the background while I'm making him dance. Yeah, that was a song I'd heard a lot on the radio on my way to work every day and on the way home from work. Because me and my dad would always drive to work together, since he worked practically next door to where I was working at the time. And every day on the radio, You Spin Me Right Round Like a Record was a song that they'd replay over and over again every day. And I was also inspired to use the song from the Asterix movie Secret of the Magic Potion, where they'd use the song in the beginning of the movie and then during the climax of the movie. And that's a movie I'm going to review in the future, because I really want to get my opinions across about that film, since I really love Asterix. And yeah, the Cyber Dalek gets blown up off screen. Great way to end it, right? Yeah, and then here I go through scientific type mumbo jumbo explaining how I defeated Cyber Dalek. It was actually quite fun to film this special, having me as myself in the chair and then me as Cyber Dalek standing up. And with Cyber Dalek's costume, I couldn't really think of anything that would suit the cyber theme, so I just went for my Sith robe and a pair of black gloves. Yeah, those were the only things I could come up with at the time. But if I ever do bring Cyber Dalek back, no spoilers, but if I do, I'm gonna see if I can find him a better outfit, something that's more fitting for his evilness. Because I don't think I'll be able to ever make an actual Cyberman costume, because I'm not much of a DIY person when it comes to costumes. And the end credits scene with the fireworks going off at the suspension bridge, that was actually filmed many years ago when me and my parents went to see the suspension bridge fireworks for some sort of celebration. I think it might have been to do with the anniversary of when the bridge was first constructed. I don't exactly remember, but I was going through some old videos I had and found this at random and decided that'd be perfect for the end credits, since we associate New Year's Eve with fireworks, and that was just the perfect scene to use. And the 2 months later bit was a nod to the fact that this was uploaded in February, and I'd not long got my first COVID jab from the NHS. Since I work for the NHS, I got me free jab. And this bit when I'm reading a story to Little Miss Tiny is a nod to the Loud House episode, Changing the Baby, where Lincoln read a Savvy comic to Lily before putting her to bed. And again, this was another fun thing to do. And the reading glasses, I don't really need them. I just think they made me look clever. So yeah, that was my New Year special for 2021, and it was fun to film, and I think that's all I can really say about it. And I'll see you guys next time. Ciao!